Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing this 2024 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. Now on the front we have this Toyota lettering, all of it mentioned, and then we have a light bar down below with this blacked out grille, and then we have some reflectors over here, and then the fog lamps down below, and the skid plate looks good, and then we do have a front camera up here, and then we have these LED headlamps with the reflector. And now once we come on to the side, we have these 18-inch alloy wheels on the front, and at the back the TRD badge. We have these TRD off-road tires with this blacked out alloy wheels, and then we have this side step with TRD mentioned. But as you can see, we have these all LED tail lamps that look good. We have this blacked out Toyota badge at the back, the backup camera down there, and then the Sequoia lettering down there, and then we have this back wiper, high mounted stop lamp, and a defogger. And then now let's check what's under the hood. Forgot, we have this TRD Pro lettering on the hood, and you can see how massive the hood is of this car. So we have hydraulics under the hood, and then under the hood we have a high force max hybrid 3.4 liter V6 that produces 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. That goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Yeah, and then we have this stylish looking matte black mirror caps with the LED turn indicator, and we have a side camera. This comes with 360-degree camera coverage. Now let me take a couple steps back. You can see I had to take a lot of steps back since it's a pretty huge vehicle, so you require 360-degree camera coverage for it. And then I like this cool white paint, and then look at how big the mirrors are. And it does come with the blind spot monitoring, so that's always a plus. And then if you are wondering, here's its engine. It has a iForce Max twin turbo V6 hybrid, and it gets 19 miles per gallon in the city and 22 miles per gallon on the highway. Now when we enter the back door, we can see a lot of premium trim up here. We have these red cool stitching for the TRD Pro, and then we have this soft touch hard plastic down there. I've seen the first time where there's like leather soft touch on the top half of the door and then hard plastic bottom half. Speakers, cup holders, power window controls, and then we have sunscreen shades. That's pretty cool, having sunscreen shades in the second row. And then we have this step paddle for easy access, and then we have these leather seats with this cool print on them, and then we have captain seats in the middle. Now let's jump in. So I'm 5'7", 5'8", so I have a lot of leg room. Yeah, because of the I would say the headroom is good enough, but if you're 6 feet tall, you might have difficulty sitting in the second row. You might have to be the driver. We are going to check the front afterwards, but I love this cool AC vents. We have these cool AC vents and a separate. Now before we move forward with this review, I just want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe, because I post content every single week. Every like, share, subscribe counts. And buttons for the climate control. We can control the climate. For the second row, some USB ports and a charging port back there. We have grab handles here because it's an off-roading vehicle and its ground clearance is high, so some people need this grab handle to move on. Now let's check out the front. So now on the front we have this again soft touch up here, red stitching, soft touch, hard plastic, cup holders, toothpaste, speakers, grab handle, power window controls, lock unlock, child lock, automatic folding mirrors, and then to adjust the mirrors, black door handle, and then we have lumbar support and power adjustable seats, which is always a plus. And then we have some controls down here. I don't know why there's so many complicated controls, but this is to switch on the TRD light bar, automatic high beams, opening for the fuel cap, to reset the trip, and collision warning off. We have heated steering wheel, we have the AC outlet, and then increasing the brightness, and then this is the door lights to switch on or off. Those are pretty cool. And then we have grab handle over here for the driver, and then we have this sunscreen shade with the mirror and the light. And here, mic up here, and then we have sunglass holder out here. I think, yeah, the seats are height adjustable because otherwise it would have been hard to reach up here. So yeah, and then this is to control our, this is, oh wow, the button to open the trunk is all the way up here. Pretty cool. Didn't expect that. And this is to open the sunscreen shade for the top, like this part. And it has a huge panoramic sunroof. And this is to operate the sunroof. And then we have these LED lamps over here. And then I really like the trim around the steering wheel. We have this red accent up here, TRD mentioned on the steering wheel. Soft touch. It's a beefy looking steering wheel. We have a bunch of practical controls like adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and yeah, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and buttons to operate the instrument cluster. And then up here we have some more like volume up down, physical controls for the infotainment system. And now, as you can see, we have a fully digital gauge cluster, and wow, I like this. I like the size of the screen. Pretty huge screen. Now this is what I'm talking about. I know this for some people might be a lot, but you could at least give like a 10-inch even in the basic cars. So yeah, these AC vents are cool looking, and then awesome looking this. And then we have this volume button to increase or decrease the volume, and then this is to adjust the temperature, AC. And then we have some physical controls for the infotainment system, and then we have heated seats. This has heated and ventilated seats, the automatic function air conditioning units, and even the passenger has heated and ventilated seats, which is obviously a plus. And then for people wondering, this button is for the trailer, as you can see if the trailer is going back straight or not. And then this is to see the camera while you're stationary. This is the traction off button. This is the rear locking differential button, some blank buttons, and the hazard light button. And then we have this, oh wow, it has the electronic parking brake is located down here. It's a little odd spot. And then we have this brake hold function, and then this is our 10-speed automatic gear shifter with red accents, TRD mentioned on it. It has sports mode. And then this is to engage and disengage our 4x4. This comes with 4x4, and it has 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. And then we have this transfer case with, we have this drive mode select, tow haul, and we have a crawl mode and some of the modes. And then we have a wireless charging down here. And then, oh wow, cup holders. Pretty fancy way to open the cup holders. And then we have some storage space down here, and a place to rest your arm. Even there are 2 cup holders for the back passenger. Oh wow, this is a tray that you can push back, and see, you have deep size storage space. And then you press this button, it lifts up, and you have more storage down there. Pretty fancy. This is the most fanciest Toyota I have ever seen. I mean, some of you might be shocked with the price tag. I'm going to come under the price tag. Stick around till the end for the price, but you're going to be shocked. But it has a lot of features, and I can't even reach that end. I need to get on that end to show you that end specifically. And then let's check out the turn signal indicators. This is the hazard light. As you can see, we have these LED turn indicator strip, so the hazard lights work. And then since this is the TRD Pro model, it gets the sequential turn indicators. That looks pretty awesome over here. And then around the back we have this red sequential turn indicators that look awesome. And now let's jump inside on the passenger side. We have a grab handle here, we have this Toyota lettering up here, and then cool looking AC vents. Then down here we have a deep size glove box, and yeah, I'm gonna show you something fancy in a bit, but black finish on the body colored door handles, and then you can see those red Bilstein red shocks back there for off-roading, and it's a complicated system. And then we can just go into the third row from the middle, but I need to show you its seats. So when you come onto the back, there's a button down here, you just press it, and it has the electric liftgate, automatic tailgate, which I think is pretty cool and which should be there in a price of this segment. And then wow, you see the handle, you pull this and you can pull the seats back and or push it. As you can see, if you pull it back, you only have this much amount of storage because it's a 7-seater, but if you keep the seats back there, you have a lot of storage space. And then as you can see, the shelf, you can remove the shelf, and you see the shelf comes up, and you can remove the shelf and place them at different levels up here. So that is pretty cool. This would act as your parcel tray, but at different levels depending on where you want your seats. And then this, see, our third row is electrically foldable. You can just press this and the seat should come up. Yeah, see, the seats are lifting up. You just have to hold it for like 2-3 seconds, and then that's how the seats lift up. And you see, the third row is up, and then that's how much boot space you have after the third row. And then if you look at the bottom bumper, we have these reflectors, we have dual exhaust tips down there, and once you're all done, just press this and it would lower the hatch. Overall, this is our back and profile. And I would like to give my thanks to Joel Confort Toyota State College, who let me spend some time with this Sequoia so I could film it for you guys. And see, it has like a back camera washer, and then if you're wondering, this is the high mounted stop lamp with a spoiler, and then we have this defogger, a rear wiper. Let me show you guys the third row. Now we'll have to see how much space is there in the third row. There might be that there's only space for one seats. You can like just pull this lever and the seats go all the way to the top position. It's a little cramped back here. I'm 5'7", 5'8". If you put the seat down, I might not have that much leg room, but yeah, even the headroom is a little tight. So this seat is reserved for kids, but they get their own amenities. Like you have cup holders back here, sunscreen shades, which are quite rare for third row, and then we have this button back here. You can recline. See my recline angle, hitting my head on the top, but see, my seat is reclined to the back. This is the button, yeah, reclined, and then if I press this, it would straighten up. You can see if the seat is all the way to the front, it's basically for kids. The third row is reserved for kids, so you're not going to get that much. But you have a USB charging port back here, and we have this cool LED tail lamps. And the third row seat belt is up on the roof. And then once you just have to sit the seat down, and then you can lift it from there. So we can just fold the seats from here. That way the seats fold down, and then that way your second row is up, and you have your own armrest for the captain seats. And then here's the button to toggle down the third row as well. So I really like how they have given electronic folding seats for the third row. You can access it both from here as well as the trunk back there. So it makes it super convenient. And as you can see, since it's a TRD Pro variant, you have aluminium pedals down there. And then wow, I just saw this. You even have memory seats up here. That's pretty cool. We have physical shocks for the headlamps and the turn indicators, and then we have physical shocks for the wipers. I don't know why, but I am in love with this touchscreen. And then we have this. Guys, you might freak out with the price, but I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments if this 2024 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro is worth this price or not. And let me know down in the comments, how do you like the looks of this car? I think it looks like a true beast. It looks beefy enough. And then, as you can see, its total MSRP is $81,530. So yeah, $81,530. This is the most expensive Toyota car that Toyota produces. And then it has a 12.3-inch digital speedometer and then a 14-inch infotainment system. And that is awesome. 14-inch screen. And if you guys know, it's a 4-wheel drive. And this is its window sticker. And then look at these chunky fender flares. And then I really like the cuts and curves along this car. And then they have a side step, since it's a large vehicle and a raised vehicle, so you need the footstep to go on that. And then we have this reflection lights up here. But the back especially looks cool with this blacked out badges and then with this matte black finish up here. Just so guys, you know, this vehicle has a towing capacity of 9,020 pounds. And then look at these large size mirror caps, which are finished in matte black with this. As you can see, this is a youth size panoramic sunroof that's up here, and it has a shark fin antenna too. And then I don't know, overall this car looks attractive for some reason. And then these are a little like darker. And then see what a big size window we have for the third row. I just hope they made like the third row a little larger so that adults can fit in the back, but unfortunately the leg room isn't that. Like, I might be like, for short trips I might be able to sit at the back, but for long trips it would be uncomfortable for me personally. So anyone taller than me is gonna have problems, just so I put that out there. So, and then for you guys, press this button, you would hit it, you would hear it click, and then it stands on hydraulics, and that's how the whole thing lifts up. And then you can see the interior like this. So as you can see, the back window lifts up, and then if you want to put like a surfboard or a kayak, you can put at the back and then go for long trips kayaking. And then you have a backup camera. I mean, you have a back camera over here, so just in case, you have this camera to look at the back for stuff. And then if you're wondering how I got this to open, I just press this button and it's like that. Cool. And I really like this feature. And then once done, grab it from the top and press it down, and that's how you get the rear glass to operate. We have these TRD Pro lettering seats. I like this cool camo up here with the red stitching, and overall looks pretty awesome. The seats are quite comfortable. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.